Taz and Bam Bam went through the entrance ramp. Mick Foley is the hardcore champ. RVD, Mr. Money in the Bank. Remember Tugboat, he was a tank. What? That's right. TNA, EC Dub, DC Dub, all that shit. Even the women.
We got edited matches.
Yeah, but besides that, we usually, we like to have fans, as many as we can tell all our fans, like, tell your friends, just, even if they don't listen to our show, just give wrestling a try. Because, sure, it has its upswings. It's actually in a downswing right now. It's not too popular. Ratings are a little slipping, but it runs in cycles. It'll kick back up.
And one thing related to that, again, we got everybody raise their hands. If you ever watch wrestling as opposed to watch it now, everybody watches wrestling.
Yeah. Everybody we've come into contact has had some sort of wrestling in their life. Like, they watched it, they know somebody, family members watch it. Somebody has something to do with wrestling. Almost always.
What we're doing is a niche, but it's a broader niche than people think.
Yeah.
So, and I think we have enough personalities on this show between this group of guys. You've seen it here. I hope, I know, Kyle back there.
Woo!
Kyle back there, he doesn't even like wrestling.
I tune in every Tuesday. But I mean, obviously, with the personalities, it's worth listening to.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing that really will gauge, especially with wrestling with your fan base, a lot of things, a lot of us anyway, we're all wrestling fans, video geeks, whatever else, video games, just the whole broad spectrum, music, everything else. A lot of that's all in a bad light right now, based predominantly on the media, giving a bad name. You got the school shootings going on, Columbine, everything like that, Unabomber, or whatever else, all blames media, video game, the music, video games, and all this stuff causes violence and everything else. And that a lot of that falls back into how wrestling is, and of course going to put it in a bad light and cut back pretty much a lot like our fan base is. You got to have those people that are able to tell what's real, what's fake. And the number of kids that have tried doing the stuff they see on TV, you got kids with broken necks, kids with broken arms, deaths, everything else. And it's just a lot of, actually I have no idea where I'm going. Oh yeah, we covered some of that. I mean,
there was once a story, CNN actually did a story, and it was actually a good story. They actually painted professional wrestling, backyard wrestling.
They showed both sides.
They showed both sides, and then they did skew more towards it's good because they showed kids getting out and doing stuff, and it wasn't hitting people with light tubes and hitting people with trash cans and stop signs.
They started with a little bit of that. I think they even showed a kid in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And then there's these guys. These guys were scripting their thing, their storylines, they planned it. They showed them planning it out. And
they built a ring. They had a ring built, and they would go over stuff.
Yeah.
We have a really unique opportunity through podcasting on this national and international level to get a good message out and change people's minds. We attract more fans, and like I said, we have a couple of 15 to 17-year-olds, and we have a rare opportunity to influence these people as to don't let your friend hit you with light tubes. You know what I mean? I mean, go ahead and let him hit you with a chair, but figure out how to do it right first. But don't let him hit you with light tubes. You know what I mean? We can.
Or Dave just makes fun of Nate Diesel.
Yeah.
We
also,
I don't know why that kid still listens. I mean, we made fun of his mom's. We made fun of his mom's minivan.
Lunchbox. This is another thing that I'm really drilled in for too. All right, he's 15 or whatever, and for what was it, 8 months to a year or something, he had his learner's permit. Now, me personally, I can't say it because I was 17 before I got my license or anything, but I was trying my damnedest to get my license this whole time. And he's telling us, he's like, yeah, I just have my mom drive me around everywhere. He's like, we had he was talking about the event every year that the Sword Coast, or twice a year sometimes this year, it's called Sword Stock and such.
Woo!
But with Sword Stock and such, and the kid actually said, he was like, the week after the event, we posted up because we got kind of messed up. We were really sore afterwards, and he posted on there. His post on the MySpace page was
I just said ow. That's
OW, and Nate Diesel posted up after him. Yeah, I was at Storkstock. My mom drove me up there and dropped me off. You're right, Lunchbox. Ow, rocks. They were such a great band. And I was like, I come in. I wasn't a fan. You just saying it hurt, and no, you weren't there.
See, on the flip side of a story like this, another one of our fans, we actually, we all of us talk to him on Mayhem quite often.
Jimbo.
He's the gentleman who made the Wikipedia page for us.
He's
about 15, 16?
Yeah.
Something like that.
White Plains, New York.
And I could have had the same opportunity. Because we talk about WWE magazine, and it's actually a decent magazine and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'm picking it up and buying it, and it's really good, and I enjoy it. And I was like, hey, you should get a subscription since it's a lot cheaper. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I'll ask my mom for that for Christmas. And I could have flown off the handle and been like, your mom, what's the matter with you, Jesus? But no, I just had to do something positive. Cool.
It seems to me that you could get a lot of mileage by doing a good cop, bad cop sort of thing where, one of you just like slams the guy and someone else goes ahead. Yeah, okay, and that's your role. And then someone else goes ahead and says, well, it's not so bad. I can see this point. And, you go back and forth.
Oh, that's what I was like, dude, settle down. What's your problem with this guy? I was like, Nate, Nate, it's all right. It's okay. Don't.
I think actually during one of the rants, I threatened to curb stomp him.
Of course, we're like, and he's like, okay, it's a good time right now to say that Doc Remedy's comments do not reflect the opinions of everybody here on the Mayhem show.
We're kind of doing a good cop, bad cop, because he just loves tearing a little kid apart. So I felt bad about it. So I was like, it's alright, I'll take you under my wing and you'll be fine. I call him the little D's. And it's good. But sadly, all this spawned from me making jokes about Tom's mom.
So he's taken to that somehow.
He's taken it. He really
He's like,
enjoys it.
thanks, Dad. Whoa.
And sometimes we just rip on fans. Sometimes.
Well, not as bad as when we
Not
got
as
Steam
bad.
Machine on the show.
We
But
had
he
another
hates
member. He would seriously probably offended anybody.
He hates Samoans.
He would just.
He had this.
I think we lost a girl in Finland that used to listen
Yeah,
to us.
we
just
used to
because
have
of
a
her.
girl in Finland that
Because,
listened to us, but we haven't heard from her again because, she was 14, and he decided to get creepy. So she doesn't listen anymore.
He's not here.
He's not on the show anymore either.
Not here.
I think that one.
But he does contribute on our website.
He went off about retards the one time.
Yeah.
He was so passionate about it. He's like, you shouldn't come to our schools.
They shouldn't walk on my streets. We're like,
What are you saying?
I tried to talk to him about it later, and he's like, "Did I say that? Are you serious? Did I say that?"
Yeah, he blacked out, flew out the handle. Why do you hate everybody?
Basically, what we're saying is, we have no idea how we get fans. We know how to keep them. Yeah. But you give the interaction. Basically, we give the fans as much attention as they give us. They're loyal to us, and we're loyal to them. If they ask us for something, we'll do our best to do it. We also have been holding a contest.
Yeah, we just started that. We decided to give a little something back to them.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, the first, 9 people we get addresses from, mailing addresses.
I think a lot of
Who
people
send
are.
us stuff.
A lot of people are going to be receiving hats that say "sign on" after this weekend.
Maybe.
Speculation.
Purely speculation.
Woo!
That was fast. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a question?
Yeah, so I know you guys aren't really sure exactly how these fans come, but would you